Okay, we've mastered factorising quadratics, and now we need to move on to more difficult equations. 2x squared minus 32. What are we looking for? First of all, I can see 2 can be divided into both of those numbers. So I take the 2 out the front and I have x squared minus 16. Straight away we can see that this is a squared number. 4 4s are 16. So therefore, and this is negative, 2x plus 4 x minus 4 is that equation fully factorised. Looking at this equation here, we might want to quickly leap to having it set up with a b and a b, but suddenly we realise there's a 2 in front of there. So yes, you're right, we're going to have a 2 in front of there. So looking at the first two numbers, 2b times b, that's going to give me my 2b squared. To get my 3 at the end here, the only two numbers that multiply to give me 3 are 1 and 3. The problem is, I have to work out which way to put it. Do I put the 3 here and the 1 there, or do I put the 3 here and the 1 there? Remembering, we're trying to make 7. So, if I put the 3 here, I'm going to be 2b times 3 gives me 6b. If I put my 1 here, I get another 1b. So just recapping that, 2b times 3b gives me 6b, plus another b will give me 7b. And that's how I can factorise that one there. Looking at this one here, same strategy. I know that I'm going to have a d and a d, and the only factors of 5 are 1 and 5. The only factors of 2 are 1 and 2. So I put my 5 in front of here and my 1, which we don't need to write there. Now, the problem is to work out, do I put my 2 here, or do I put my 2 there and 1 in the other place? Now, because I need to make 9, I know I have to make 2 times 5 is 10, and it's got to be negative 10. 5d times negative 2 gives me negative 10d. Then 1 times d plus 1d, if I think of it this way, will give me my negative 9d. So this has got to be positive. To check, I can expand. 5d times d gives me 5d squared. So I could write that down. 5d times negative 2, negative 10d, plus 1d, and 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. And when we simplify that, we get 5d squared minus 9d minus 2. It is correct. Looking at this equation here, a little bit more tricky, because the factors of 4 are 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. The factors of 6 are 6 and 1, and 3 and 2. There are a multitude of ways I can set it up. So I can use the two-step method. The two-step method involves us first of all multiplying the first and the last numbers. 4 times 6. 4 times 6 gives me 24. Writing down the factors of 24, I'm looking for factors of 24 that will give me 11. So 1 and 24, no good. 2 and 12, no. 3 and 8, yes, there I have it. 3 times 8 is 24, and 3 and 8 can make 11. So I rewrite this equation. I have my 4x squared, and I have my 6 there. In fact, I'm going to take out these numbers here so that they are not in the way. So I have my 4x squared and my 6, and instead of writing 11x, I'm going to write plus 3x plus 8x to make 11x. It's important though that I pair these up carefully. The 3 and the 6 have common factors, and the 8 and 4 have common factors. So I write plus 8x plus 3x plus 6. If I got that round the wrong way, you're going to find out in the very next step. So that's step 1, multiplying the two last numbers, finding those factors and writing them in there. Step 2, start factorising in two parts. Take the 4x out the front, and I have 2x plus 4 in brackets. Take the 3 out the front, and I'll have x plus 2 in brackets. In fact, I've got that wrong. Let's try that again. I'm going to have inside my bracket here, x squared is x plus 2. And looking at that now, I can see I've got x plus 2, x plus 2. This is common to this term, and this is common to this term. So we can write it as x plus 2 times the 4x. So that x plus 2 times the 4x, x plus 2 times the 3 plus 3. So let's look at this written really carefully. X plus 2, 4x, plus 3. That is this equation here, factorised. And to check that, x times 4x gives me 4x squared, plus 3x on the outside, on the inside plus 8x, on the last one 2 3 to 6. That gives me 4x squared plus 11x plus 6. It works. So to recap, you must first multiply the first and last number and find the factors that make the middle number. Rewrite the equation in here. Then split your equation in half and factorise it in parts. So look at this part here and factorise it, and look at this part here and factorise it. And then simply take the common term in the front, and these terms fall into the second bracket. Here's another one to practice on. 11 times 6 is 66. So the factors of 66 are 1 and 66, 2 and 33, 3 and 22. 3 and 22 will give me my middle number of 25. So let's rewrite it. 11a squared and the 6, they don't move. And then I need to put my 3 with either the 6 or with the 11 and the 22. I'm going to write the 22 there and 3 there, and that's 22a and 3a. So that's minus 22 minus 3a plus 6, because minus 22 minus 3a gives me minus 25. In other words, this equation and this equation are identical. Just rewrite that 6. Okay, now I factorise it by splitting the equation in half. Take the 11a on the outside, on the inside 11 minus 2. On this one, take the 3 on the outside, a. Now remember, I want plus 6, so it's going to be minus 2. I've got minus 2 and minus 2 are common, so I write a minus 2, and it's on the inside of the brackets the first term, 11a times that, and then minus 3. That is the answer factorised of that equation there. Last one, 9x squared plus 9x minus 4. Okay, a quick way I can do it is I can write down the factors of 9, which are 9 and 1, and 3 and 3, 2 and 2, and 1 and 4. Now I need to make a 9. If I do 9 times 4, that gives me 36. That's too big. 9 times 2 is going to give me 18. So I know involving 9 is not going to help me. I'm aiming for a number 9 here. 3 2s are 6. 3 2s are 6. That's not going to help me. 3 1s are 3. 3 4s are 12. 3 and 12 has a difference of 9. So those two combined can give me 9. So therefore I write down 3x, 3x. These are the first two numbers. The last two numbers are 4 and 1. Now it has to be plus 9. So 3 4s are plus 12 minus 3x gives me plus 9x. And there I have my answer. Quadratic there factorises 3x minus 1, 3x plus 4.